All right, guys, we are at it again. Mason is building his puzzle. He got this puzzle for Christmas, and he's been doing this by himself. So really nothing too exciting. But you know what? It happens sometimes. Like, our life isn't like always like crazy exciting, you know? It's just normal. We're normal people. Our kids, you know, have activities. There's stuff that we do. I try to do like tips and tricks of like organizing, but I'm gonna start meal planning this week again. It did help me a lot. I used to meal plan for the month, like. All right, so I am going to be making white chicken chili today for dinner. So this is a really easy recipe that you guys can go ahead and do in the crock pot. We are at it again. Mason is building his puzzle. He got this puzzle for Christmas, and he's been doing this by himself. So it is not that big, but he just puts it like that. He uses my puzzle board. I think you were actually right. No, where you were. Nope. No. Put it back. I think you were right. You just didn't push it. Is it? No, it's not. Oops, my bad. But yeah, no, he's doing a really good job by himself. I told him to take his time. So we are just hanging out today right now. He's doing this. It's more of a low-key day. We had a lot of running around this morning. I had a tax appointment to get our taxes done, so that's nice and over and done with. And hey, freeze for a second. Where did we go afterwards? We went to the hockey store.
Yeah.
We got new hockey skates. Yeah. I forgot my camera to go ahead and vlog, but you look like you're doing Twister. But he got the same kind of skates, and he went, I cannot wait to tell his father what size he is. He went from a size 6 that we bought about 2 years ago to technically an 8.5, but we bought him a size 9. So they didn't have it, they had to order it. So I told him, unfortunately, he's probably gonna have to wear his skates on Friday, or on, not Friday, this weekend when he has hockey for one last time, because I don't know. Oh, good job. I don't know.
It's comfort. This piece.
Oh. I don't know, I'll have to look. But no, I don't know if his skates will come in on time. So we were gonna have it shipped to the house, but I have to go back. Good job. Because we have to get it molded to his foot. I forgot about that and sharpened. So, and I'm so mad because we went to our normal store that we normally go to, and I guess there was one that was right by where we were for taxes. And I told the guy, I'm like, I'm not driving 25 minutes back to where I was just literally at. I had no idea. So, but that's okay. We know for next time. You'll find it. What did I tell you about puzzles? You should pull everything out and separate first and do all the edges.
Where's the separated puzzles?
Oh, my little, I'd have to find my containers. So, all right, well, you keep building your puzzle. All right, you guys see this? So obviously it looks like a mess, but it's not. Over there, do you see that the water, all that ice is melting? It is actually pretty warm outside right now. We're in the 50s. So that is crazy. I saw the weather, we're pretty much in the upper 40s, lower 50s, except even this week, Thursday, we're in the 60s. So that's really awesome. I'm so excited for the warmer weather. I think on Friday and Saturday it's supposed to be like in the 30s, but then go back up. I have no idea how it goes from like 63, I think, to like 39 on the next day. That's crazy. But yeah, I told Mason once maybe this week is over and everything dries up a little bit more, then maybe we'll start going outside for a little bit to get some fresh air. Just go for like a walk or have him ride a scooter. But I am so looking forward to spring. All right, so this week is kind of like, what I'm doing this week is like pretty much nothing. I'm just playing catch up with a lot of stuff because yesterday was our normal, crazy Monday. I did all this editing yesterday, and we finally have like a full week of school and nothing else is extra going on. So it's like a normal week for activities and stuff. And we were so tired from this weekend between having the girls like with the dancing and their dances. It was so tiring for me to drive back and forth. But even like to try to find like activities to do out there with Mason, like on Sunday, I'm like, what am I gonna do for 7 hours with him? So it was fine driving back and forth. It wasn't a bad drive. My body was so exhausted. And I think it's probably because I was sick the week before and I'm still not like 100%. I mean, I feel better, but really getting a good routine over here. Working out, I've been working out and I've been feeling really, really good. So not as sore. I've really been pushing myself since last Monday. So I've already been working out for over a week. And I've been eating healthy. It's been really good. I even had chicken nuggets the other day with fries and it didn't even like it was fine. Like I didn't feel guilty, nothing. So I'm going back to just eating as much healthy foods as possible. And then once in a while, if I want something, that's like potato skins, I have potato skins too. And I didn't even gain anything, which was really, really nice. So I figure, at least doing stuff like that will be better. Try not to weigh myself, even though we're still taking those pills. I feel like I had pasta yesterday and I gained 3 pounds. I know that's impossible to do, just from having like a little bit of pasta. So I know I feel heavy and feel bloated. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna weigh myself like once a week and try not to eat really bad during the week. And if I want to go ahead and have like a splurge, I can do it on the weekends. Like if Paul and I decide to go out on a date night or something. So, but yeah, so project of the week, I didn't schedule anything because like I said, it's just, we're back into our full week of normal stuff. So, and I had appointments today, so it's like that the day's almost over. I almost have to leave to go get Bella from school and then take the kids to their activities. So it's kind of like I feel like this week is like a wash. So what I'm doing is I'm just decluttering. Like I actually did start decorating for St. Patrick's Day. I've got like the towels in the kitchen and I started to do the coffee bar. And then I was gonna go ahead and start decorating downstairs. I already had the pillows up since like last week. I was like trying to stretch it out till March 1st because I feel weird, like February, I feel like, why am I decorating for St. Patrick's Day like in February? It's weird, even though like technically Valentine's Day is over. So I've been just doing a little bit of that. I don't go like too crazy, but I'm trying to figure out like what to do with like the fireplace. But I've been doing that, and then I'm just going through a lot of paperwork for our office and trying to separate like what's garbage, what's shredding stuff, and then what's filing stuff because I'm trying to get a new system in the office. So I'm pretty much doing that all week. And like my normal cleaning and stuff like that. So really nothing too exciting. But you know what? It happens sometimes. Like we're like, our life isn't like always like crazy exciting, it's just normal. We're normal people. Our kids, have activities, there's stuff that we do. I try to do like tips and tricks of like organizing, but I'm really mostly focused on like a lot of like throwing out stuff and trying to get rid of as much as possible before spring break. And I want to say we have spring break in like 5 weeks. So that's like my main goal. And then I'm going to go ahead and start doing room by room, organizing, buying some stuff to organize. Still waiting for the bench in my kitchen. So it's like, I really don't want to do the kitchen yet until I get the bench, because then there's going to be tons of storage underneath. So yeah, so like I said, not too crazy this week, just trying to get into a little bit of, decluttering like that. I feel like the decluttering is like really, really important right now. And you know what? Sometimes it takes a long time to go ahead and declutter things. Plus too, like I can only throw out so much stuff every week because we only have, so much room in the garbage for, them to take the garbage, and then we go back to that. So, I'm gonna start meal planning this week again. It did help me a lot. I used to meal plan for the month. Like last year, well, this school year, like when the kids started school, I was doing it. It was no problem. Summer's always different because I normally like stick with like salads or stuff to grill. So I'll just pull whatever and pull, you know, just write down during the week what like, oh, we'll grill steaks. Oh, we'll grill chicken. And it's like kind of the same thing over and over again. But during like the winter months, like we were on such a routine to where I was like, okay, this is what I'm make this day, this day, this day. But then the holidays came and the meal plans I did for like November and December went down. It was so hard. And then January came and then we were having leftovers and then it was just trying to get back into the swing of things. And I will tell you, like, planning meals is so helpful. So I restarted planning meals February and it was amazing. And the best thing is, like, you know, I normally try to stick with like Taco Tuesday, and Wednesdays I normally try to do like the crock pot. But if I don't do it, it's okay. At least I have something planned. So like this week, I was supposed to do the other day and I pulled it out, scallops with like some like cauliflower mash. I never made them because we ended up, I think it was just too busy this weekend, or I don't remember what day it was. Maybe it was like Friday or something. And it was too much. Oh, we had an extra appointment. So we ended up going out and the kids got something on the way home. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna, you know, make scallops just, you know, for like nobody. So I'm like, oh, I'll just make it today. Today we were supposed to do Taco Tuesday. I was supposed to do shrimp tacos. So I was writing my planner like the night before, like, okay, you need to take out the shrimp. And I didn't do that because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get the scallops today for us. So we'll make that. And then I told Mason, I'm like, oh, we have some leftovers. Like we have leftover pasta from yesterday when I made the pasta. But I forgot. I'm going to Jewel today. I'm going grocery shopping. And they have a deal with, I don't know if you guys got Jewel. Sometimes they do like a bucket of chicken tenders for $9.99 if you have like a You Pick coupon. And it's almost like a $20 bucket of chicken. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat the kids and buy that for them. And that'll be good for like today for them and tomorrow with our crazy wacky Wednesday. So just stuff like that. So if I have it, like yesterday I had planned, we were gonna do pasta to pull out, you know, Italian sausage to get meatballs as well. It worked. Today, I'm not doing the shrimp tacos, but you know what? What I do on my calendar is I circle what I don't make for that month and I carry it on to next month. And then it's easier to go ahead and plan. What was that noise, Berkeley? She made some really weird noise, just like sitting on my chair. But it's just helpful. So I just go ahead and pull that out. And then I get magazines with different ideas in there. The kids always help me with stuff that they want to do, or what they want for food, right? So I would say meal planning is really, it really does help. Sundays, so I normally what I do is like a couple days before the month's over, I'll plan the month. And then on Sundays, I'll kind of weekly meal plan to make sure I have everything. What do I need to pull out? Or if I need to go to the grocery store and get X, Y, Z. But for me, it really helps me to plan. So that's a really good tip from like that I've learned, that if you guys can plan like your meals and even do like meal prepping on Sundays or Mondays, that helps a lot. I'm gonna start doing that again. I'll show you guys. But even like planning, like how I said, like I plan every week exactly what I do for cleaning. And then I end up doing what I need to do and make sure this house is cleaning. Like I'm talking about like dust and wiping down counters, not like straightening up like rooms or anything. Just like making sure there's no like, you know, dust and you know, all that kind of stuff. But if you guys, like, honestly, if you guys can organize and plan, it works out really well. So I think I rambled a lot, but sometimes I like to talk to you guys and tell you guys what I go ahead and do to help me, because I love to help you guys as well. And if it's something that helps me, I'm gonna share it. So I'm gonna go ahead and relax for about an hour. I have to leave to pick up Bella. I'm gonna do some computer stuff, and then I'm gonna go pick her up and then take the kids to their activities for today. All right, so I'm actually gonna show you guys my calendar for February. You can see like there's a lot that we did not do for this month, but that's okay. So normally on Sunday we do a nice family dinner. So this one over here, we ended up not doing it because we were really, really sick. So we just kept, you know, having soup, that kind of stuff. We were supposed to go out this day when the kids, well, not the kids, the girls had convention, but Paul ended up working. So instead of, you know, going out to dinner, we just ordered something. So, but a lot of times, like, you know, Super Bowl, I'll write parties and stuff on there. But normally like Mondays or something that I could really, really make because we're pretty much home on Mondays. Or like when we had like a party for Super Bowl, we had a bunch of leftovers, and a lot of these this week right here, we had so many leftovers that we ended up eating the leftovers first before actually making anything. But like I try to theme things. So over here, it would be Taco Tuesday. So I try to do something with tacos, and I would try to do something like with ground pork or ground beef and chicken, just so and like one fish. So sometimes like I'll do like the bowls or quesadillas for the kids, chicken tacos, shrimp tacos. But I try to flip-flop it. This was just like a note that I was like, oh, that'd be something to try. So some of the stuff that's like on the side is just notes. Here is like my crock pot day, or something that just goes into a pot, whatever's easier. Mostly it was, you know, like I said, we had leftovers this day, so we didn't do that. Sometimes like if I make stuff for over here, I buy like a rotisserie chicken to make leftovers. And, or I was getting distracted. Mason's like walking back and forth. I'm like, what are you doing, kid? And he's like, he paused the TV. So he's waiting for me to talk. And I'm like, you're distracting me, bud. I'm like trying to talk right now. And you're like going back and forth. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so like tomorrow I'm going to be making a white chicken chili. And so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to go ahead and get the rotisserie chicken to go ahead and do that for tomorrow. And then of course, like I try to make so much on Wednesday that we have it for Thursday, if not for Friday, because we try to do like fast food Friday, which doesn't mean to like go to McDonald's and get fast food. It just means something that's like quick and fast to make. Thursday's another day. Like I try to do something like low key, but sometimes like Paul and I will like get something to eat because Bella's the only one that has dance. So he'll sometimes go pick her up with me and we'll just get like a quick bite next door or something. So, but otherwise, like, again, we had leftovers that day, and then we were sick this week. So a lot of the stuff over here, like I didn't make because we were sick. So we had a lot of soups and stuff. So here's like the scallops that I'm going to make. So this will end up going to here, and I'll just cross this off. So then when I play on Marches, it's not a repeat, but a lot of times like on Friday, I'll do like fish on Friday. Especially like with lunch coming up too, I kind of like already go into that routine of fish, and we love fish. Like I made this cod with cauliflower mash before. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So try to do like that once a month, and then have like salmon once a month, at least on the Friday. Or like this was Valentine's Day, we were supposed to go out. We obviously didn't go out because we were sick. So like I said, it's either fish or like fast food for the kids on Friday, because a lot of the time like they'll eat fish, but a lot of time like this cod that I normally buy is like a 2-package cod. So it's like, well, I'd rather just have them eat something faster, because like on Fridays we normally have like Girl Scouts. So I'd rather have the kids, you know, have a quick bite to eat while I'm making dinner, so then, you know, they're not starving because we already eating later than we're supposed to. We try to do date night on Saturdays. So normally on this, I'll just do whatever the kids want, pizza, or I'll make them something, but they tell me what they want to make. But it's easier for me to make on Saturday what they want than doing like a fast food thing, because it's, you know, all day that we're home most of the time, or at least like a few hours for them to eat something for dinner or whatever. But yeah, so I really feel like I like was all over the place trying to explain this to you guys, because Mason like really threw me for a loop. But so I do this, and then another helpful thing is my Post-it. So this is my deep freezer Post-it. What I do in the deep freezer is like keep all of our meats. So I write down like, and I do this every like couple months as I go ahead and I, you know, write a new Post-it, because obviously all this stuff it gets scratched off. So like I have 2 taco meats, I have 5 chicken breasts, I have 4 chicken thighs, I have 2 chicken legs. So I'll go ahead and write what we have in the deep freezer, and then I'll just scratch it off when we use it so I know what we have. So obviously like we have no more scallops, so I cross it off. But I want to get rid of a lot of this stuff before I buy more fish. But like ground turkey, like I'm really trying to get rid of some of this stuff. Like Paul bought a lot of chicken Italian sausage and Italian sausage. Like we had like 10 at one point. But I'm trying to like kind of cut back on this. Like we're not gonna really have pork. I want to try to like get rid of the pork because we're not really pork people. So, but like I made, I want to say, we made chili with the Wagyu. Wasn't a fan of it. So once we get rid of this Wagyu, I'm probably not gonna buy it. Pork and veal for ground. Like normally I make like Gołąbkis with that. But yeah, so this stuff is only a couple, in our freezer for a couple months. So I try to rotate it as well. So like, for example, like we just had Italian sausage yesterday. I have everything organized in the freezer, and I put obviously the older stuff in front, and then I put the newer stuff in the back, so then I can just pull it out and it's fresher towards the back. But yeah, so that is what I do organizing wise for meal prep. So I will be working on Marches, and like I said, it really helps me. Soon I'll probably write at the top like what I need to meal prep for each week, if I want to like because I'm gonna start to make like muffins and egg bites and stuff like that for the kids. So that's that. And then what I'm gonna do is, I got this from FabFitFun. It's so cute. I'm gonna start putting all of my recipes in here that I really love and the kids really love. Like Paul loves this like chicken legs, or this chicken with garlic parmesan and potatoes. It's amazing. It's something I got in a magazine. I'm gonna put all that stuff in here. So then when I'm like, hey guys, what do you want for Sunday dinner? Pick out 4 for the month of March. They'll just look in here and they'll tell me what they want to eat. But yeah, so that is my meal planning, organizing. So, all right, so I am going to be making white chicken chili today for dinner. So this is a really easy recipe that you guys can go ahead and do in the crock pot. You can do it on the stovetop too. I've done chili on the stovetop before. I haven't had white chicken in a while, but what I like to do is I like to get a rotisserie chicken at least once a week, maybe every other week. So for sure, like every 2 weeks, get a rotisserie chicken. So what I did yesterday was I got one, and the grocery store that we go to actually has, it's $6.99, and then they sometimes have sales, so it'll be like $5.99. Totally worth it. It's a huge chicken. I've had it before where the 5 of us, including Paul, had it for dinner and there was still leftovers. So you could just do like the rotisserie with just, you know, a vegetable and a starch, a carb, or I get the chicken for Taco Tuesday. That's amazing. Instead of wasting like a chicken breast or chicken thighs and try to just cook it and then go ahead and shred it, it's just so much easier. It's already cooked and it's not that expensive. So what I did yesterday is I got this, and I shredded it yesterday when it was still kind of warm. I put it in the fridge for a little bit just to kind of like cool it down a little bit, but once it was not cold, it was just room temperature, it felt like. I just shredded it. It took like about probably like 15-20 minutes. It does take a little bit of time, but I was doing a homework with Bella, so it was like I was doing 2 things at once. So I ended up doing this, and I just used the whole entire thing. So, all right, so this is a new recipe I'm trying. There's cream cheese in here. I've never had cream cheese in here, and it's asking for red onion. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and show you guys what to do. So I don't have to cook the chicken because the chicken's already cooked. So if you do this without cooked chicken, you have to go ahead and you know, olive oil on the stovetop, and then go ahead and cook your chicken before putting it in here. All right, so I like to put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of my crock pot when I put onion in here, just to let it kind of like, you know, kind of saute in a little bit. But I don't know, I just feel like it makes a difference, especially when I put seasonings. It blends it a little bit better. All right, so 1 red onion, just put that in there. All right, so I need to put some garlic. No, I grabbed the cumin. Garlic. I don't have any regular garlic, so I'm just gonna use some garlic powder. I'm not gonna lie, I eyeball all my seasonings. Ground cumin. This one's a little bit harder to come out. And then some oregano. I like these. Cumin smells really good. I like these seasoning jars that I use, but some of them are so hard to get out. But at least they're pretty. All right, so those are all of the seasonings. All right, so next you need 3 cups of chicken broth. And you know what? Every time I put broth in chili, I cut it in half because I feel like it gets so watery. And then what I do is I add flour to it to make it thicker, but I just know, go ahead and cut it in half, maybe even a third. So this is almost 2 cups. It's not quite there, but I had it in the fridge and I don't like to waste it. Sometimes if I have vegetable stock instead and I need to get rid of that, then I'll use vegetable stock, but it doesn't make a difference if you use chicken or vegetable, because obviously there's vegetable in here as well, but some chicken stock. All right, and then I just mix it up a little bit, and I've noticed the last time that I made regular chili that I put the ground beef down, then the onions, then all the seasonings, and then the liquid of either vegetable stock or chicken stock, and I mix it up, and I feel like the flavors mixed a lot better, so that's a really, really good tip for you guys. All right, next add the chicken in slowly. And then we're going to mix that up. And then after that, we're gonna put the beans in there. And I'm going to actually open them up right now and drain them before I do that. But these are the beans that I'm using, just 1 can. So 1 can of white beans. Go ahead and drain that and then put that in here. All right, so I just got done with my beans. Take those and then mix this up. This is starting to look really good, and it's so healthy for you too. Like I said, really trying to make some more meals that are more healthy and quick, especially like crock pots are the way to go. And this is my backup crock pot. So if you guys weren't here, my other crock pot on Super Bowl weekend broke. It split. There was like a little crack here, but I mean, it was always a defect ever since I got it. I don't know if that was my extra one that my mom gave me and this was the one she bought me, but there was a crack and it split all the way down and split all the way in. We had juice all over. I was like, no, but I did keep it just in case for the base. It's the exact same crock pot. In case that like this base goes out or I break the lid. It happens. So I just have this, but I did keep the rest of the stuff. So, all right, after that, you can go ahead and put, chilies in there. I'm not going to because the kids aren't really a fan of spicy. And I don't know, when I do chicken chili, I don't really feel like spice is like the way to go for the chicken one. Yes, for regular chili, but I feel like I perfected that to where it's like just got a little bit of kick that the kids actually like. And you know, they're fine. So I'm going to put like about 2.5 ounces of cream cheese in there. That's what I've never done before. So I'm gonna put the cream cheese in there and then I'm gonna put this on inside the cooker. Is that what you call it? I don't even know. And I'm just gonna, every half hour I just stir. So every half hour I stir. I'll show you guys what it's starting to look like. But yeah, but that's it. It's ready, set. I can do whatever I want during the day. I'm not gonna lie, I do put everything on high, even if it says to cook in low. I always put it on high, 6 to 8 hours. But it's already almost 10 o'clock. So obviously like 10 to 6 is 8 hours, but I don't like leaving the house with the crock pot on. I had a friend who did barbecue chicken and the chicken was so charcoal to the side that you had to throw the crock pot out because it was burnt to it. Like you could even like chip through. So ever since that, I just really don't leave the crock pot on, but you know, I do leave it on the counter closed, and that way it's still warmed up. And even if I go take the girls to dance and come back home, it's still warm. So I don't have to warm it up in the microwave. But that is it for this. I'm gonna put it on and set it for the day, and then I will show you guys later what it looks like. All right, so this is what the white chicken chili looks like. It has been cooking for about 2 hours. The cream cheese started melting within 30 minutes, so I've just been mixing it every 30 minutes. It is cooking a little fast. I already put it on low just for it to keep cooking because the onions don't look very cooked yet. But I've tried it. I added a little bit more cumin. I added a little bit more garlic powder, and I actually added salt. And now the taste is perfect. And it's nice because the chicken's already cooked. So you can try it as you're cooking to make sure it's, you know, it tastes good. Because if you did not do chicken that was cooked and you just put the chicken in there to shred it later, one, I've noticed it is harder to shred. It does take a little bit of time. And two, you can't be tasting it because it's not cooked. So that's what that looks like. And I will show you guys what it looks like when I put it together. All right, so I just got done putting the white chicken chili together. So I added some cilantro on the top, and then I added some avocado. It looks so good. It smells so good. So yeah, comment down below if you guys try the recipe. Let me know how you like it, but it looks delicious.